okay? I'm going, dude, don't push me. I got him, too.
Yeah.
Plan to use more of my wrestling. You know, I've worked a lifetime to acquire these skills, and I kind of went away from them in that fight.
Good. Big chest, big chest.
Does that mean that I'm gonna eliminate or avoid striking? No way. I expect a very tough fight. I expect Stipe to be in great shape. I expect him to believe that he's gonna go out and win.
1.
But the reality is I'm gonna smash him. You're gonna hit it, Chris.
Well, I can attempt to.
Time kind of sneaks up on you, you know, like it feels like yesterday that we were doing our very first embedded with Dan Henderson. But if I do this in my backyard.
Oh, you'll get better, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
That one was going up. I get to finish this thing fighting for a heavyweight championship and winning a heavyweight championship and leaving the game on top.
Hey, that was your best one.
So then what am I gonna do with this thing? Like, no one uses it. And the mom came up with a good idea. She keeps all the articles of me from, from the area of my fights and stuff. So I put all the articles in the That is, I think it's my first one. That's Dallas. Remember the first time we sparred down here? We didn't have any wall mats. Bam! And my head hit the cement, and my mom's like, "Oh, shit, that was the greatest thing ever." I'm like, "It's not funny." Like, why does everyone laugh when I get punched? It's not cool.
A face covering, such as a mask, is required at all times in our lounge.
Fight week starting, you know? It always starts for me on a Sunday. I like to get in early so that we have that day to just kind of relax and be in town.
One, 2, 3. Oh! He's an amazing fighter. He's a great competitor. Fortunately, his last fight against me, that sucks.
It's kind of crazy coming here for this fight and being like my last fight. I remember the first time I ever fought in Las Vegas, how excited I was because I had never, we had just come from Strikeforce. I used to love those. No, I used to love those fights in those casinos. They were great. Obviously, T-Mobile's a phenomenal arena, but just the whole vibe of fighting at Mandalay and at MGM was real cool. I'm gonna do like some sparring and some pads with all these guys. I'm gonna go like 3 rounds of sparring, and then we're gonna do a lot of pads. I remember going to Houston with Kane for the JDS trilogy and just thinking how special it was. So to be in that same situation 7 years later is really amazing for me.
There we go. That's it.
Do it again. You can't wait too much. It's a very comforting feeling knowing that I've done the work and that I can get the job done. What is the PlayStation 5 or 4?
That's an Xbox.
That's an Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, could it be? Get it? Yep. There it is. I like it. This is a game I can obsess over. It's a good game. Get it? There we go. Yep, that's how you end the round. That's how you end the round right there. That's how you end the round. The striking is very fluid, and the transitions from the striking to the takedowns is very fluid. Cool. Hit that. Let's go! Bow! Head kick. Bow. Oh, that was nasty. I swear, I hope that happened.
Bobby, can you feed this to me so I don't have to get grease on this?
Where's my hot sauce? No, I bet you that's part of what Steve was talking about.
I've got my hot sauce.
Okay. Gotta squat up in them things. Now you see how girls when they put their jeans on. They wear those nice jeans.
Tight jeans?
Yeah, when they wear their tight jeans, they gotta like jump and drop down. I enjoy it. Enjoy the run on it.
when I was in high school. I bought the same wrestling shoes he wore. red and black Adidas Combat Speeds, and then yes, it kind of. I didn't make the Olympic team, but. All right, thank you, Doug. Hoping to see you this week, man. It's been a wild ride. Cap this thing off right, DC.
There you go. That's where we go. That was great.
Right now, I'm making sure that all the fascia is moving, giving him complete range of motion, so he's ready. No, the first time everybody's trying to figure out, like, is this supposed to hurt this much?
Yeah, yes. Yep, I feel you right there. Thank you so much. Yeah, bro.
Picking up a new sport, Joey. I'm very bad at it right now.
Okay.
But I don't accept how bad I am at things. So I just keep working.
None of your buddies here offered to give you pointers and stuff to help
No,
you?
they just want me to continue sucking. Oh my God, probably the best one I've done. Look at this, show them the last couple, the last two or the last three.
And you can come by anytime if you want to practice.
Okay.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan O'Leary, live in my living room because we are being responsible and socially distant. First off, I mean, he's one of the very few champs in all of UFC history. He looks to get his gold back this Saturday. You know him, the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Cormier. Who do you consider one of the toughest opponents you've faced in your career? And do you feel like there are opponents maybe the fans have overlooked as being really tough, but you're like, no, that guy was a huge challenge?
Alexander Gustafsson, because on that night in Houston, he took me to places that I'd never really been. This is the 11th straight intended title fight in my career. Only got 15 UFC fights. It's crazy.
Oh my God. That really is crazy when you put it that way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's also
the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a testament to who you are as an athlete as well.
I've been lucky.
DC, we got a question earlier today, and it was because we think this is your last fight.
Mm-hmm.
Only you can answer that. But should the UFC give you a retirement gift of the gold watch, what would you engrave on the inside?
Embrace the grind, or there are no limits, because you never know. I'm a kid from Lafayette, Louisiana that had nothing, and look at me today. There are no limits. It's probably what I put in there.
Daniel, do you ever have the time, or do you ever allow yourself to actually look at that journey and from those points that were really challenging to where you are now?
That's what I've done my whole life. I just kept moving the finish line. And now the finish line is Saturday, right? And winning the grandest prize in all of fighting on my very last fight, that doesn't happen often.
I was walking around my pool. I got out of my cold plunge and I was freezing. I was walking around my pool last night and I started laughing a little bit, like, you know, the most legendary trilogy fight of all time. So yeah, this is amazing.
There's a special relationship and bond develops going through this day after day, month after month, year after year.
Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for bringing us together today, Father, for this journey that you've put us on. Now I pray to you for this team and this night, and I thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
You're gonna hop on in.
This is nice.
Wait.
It's gonna go all the way down.
I'm scared.
I mean, I enjoy every single part of fight week because, Matt, you know, we only have a number of them, right? Eventually, there are no more fight weeks. And then what, you know?
Everything good, dude? How you doing? You look great, dude. You look awesome, man. Good to see you, brother.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Oh, it's not big, but look. Oh, yeah. You like that? Daniel Cormier Wrestling, a.k.a. Not too big. You don't want it too big. Oh, yeah.
They're setting up for the press conference later, so they moved my location. Jeez.
No worries. I've never been in here. My first time. My first time in here. Thank you. I'm a rich girl. Bobby, can you see it for me? Come on, let's go.
You're a rich girl, and you've gone too far. You know it don't matter anyway.
Look at you, clearly. He does a shoulder shake. Stipe, you see that?
Yeah. I've always wanted to do that. It was them. It was them. I promise, it wasn't me. My expectations when I got into this sport was to be the best. I dreamed of fighting in the UFC. I dreamed of headlining a UFC pay-per-view.
Never before has a UFC light heavyweight champion moved up to challenge the active heavyweight champion. Stipe Miocic trying to successfully defend this belt for a 4th time.
Oh, he hurt him.
It's out! History!
The moons, everything lined up perfect at that moment. You know, I've been hit way, way harder. It's come right about. You know, it's like I said, you won the lottery.
Nice left to the body. Oh, again. Beautiful left hooks to the body Stipe's landing. DC's just dropping his hands and walking towards him.
You know, I talked about retiring at 40 years old for a long time, and I was very serious about it. This fight's for legacy. This fight's for everything. I have to win this fight.
I don't care. No, I'm going to retire him then.
You hear and new again.
Here is one of the best fighters to ever grace a UFC octagon, Daniel Cormier. Here is the reigning, defending world heavyweight champion, Cleveland's finest, Stipe Miocic.
Would you say that your victory over Stipe at UFC 226 is the highlight of your career to this point?
Yes, it's absolutely the highlight of my career because of everything that it entailed. That was the biggest one. And that'll only be topped by Saturday night.
Stipe, what's it like to finally know that you're nearing the end of that?
Thank God we're done with this, you know. I mean, it's been great. It's been fun. A lot going on, you know. Rubber match, whatever everyone wants, a trilogy, you know, but when it's all said and done, it's going to be over.
Granted, it was a high-paced fight, and he landed some good shots, but I got tired. And this time I've been able to train effectively because I was okay with knowing if I got hurt, I just wouldn't fight. And when you can accept that, you can do everything you need to do. He won the fight. He took the damage, and he did what he had to do. But I feel much better. I feel much better today than I did last year.
DC, all-time great light heavyweight, but John Jones. DC, all-time great heavyweight, but Stipe. How much is it to avoid that sting of having that twice with this
that
fight?
would be I'm a guy with a big ego, and that would suck. I mean, I got to be honest. The pressure of fighting a guy like Stipe Miocic, the pressure of fighting a guy like John Jones twice. When Jones beat me and he got in trouble, I beat everybody else until he got back. And then I beat everybody else again until I fought Stipe. So all this shit's earned, man. This isn't given. And I think people need to recognize and realize that.
Just got off an hour and 15-minute call with Rogan, who's losing his mind. You know, me and Rogan geek out before these fights all the time, and this one is one of those. I'd have to call this the best trilogy, especially because of the first two fights. First two fights. You don't see heavyweights go at it the way that these two have in the first two fights. It doesn't get any better than this. It's the best.
And it's for the heavyweight championship of the world. I know 205 has been the UFC Glamour division. No, it's the heavyweights. It's the baddest man on the planet. And this guy beat me last time, right? And that motivates you to do something special afterwards.
I mean, I don't have to tell anybody in this room or anybody watching what kind of a fight you can expect on Saturday night. These guys are action-packed, lots of punches, lots of, these guys try to finish. It's everything you could possibly want in a heavyweight championship fight. It's perfect.
So I wish him nothing the best, you know, after his retirement. But like, listen, I'm here to win, you know, and we're both competitors. We're out there and give it all we got. But you know, I'm walking out with that belt still wrapped around my waist.
If you were to simplify it, would it be taking Stipe down and keeping him there, or is that sustainable cardio-wise over potentially 5 rounds? Is it maybe why you got tired after the first round in your last fight?
But I don't want to just take him down. I want to fight him. Like, I like punching him in the face. It's fun. I enjoy it. His head kind of just stays there. So I like punching him. So I'm going to punch him. I'm going to wrestle. I'm going to do everything. But I do believe that if I get to his legs and I can extend the wrestling sequences, then I'll come out on top. Because I feel like I could do that against anyone. But I just want to fight him. Like, I don't want to just wrestle him. I want to fight him too. When you make an adjustment like you guys did last time, you get to do that one time. Because I go home and I fix that. And I work diligently to try to ensure that it doesn't happen again.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the weigh-ins. One half of our main event, Stipe Miocic.
233.
Official weight 233 for Stipe Miocic. Daniel Cormier.
236.
236, the official weight for Daniel Cormier.
They say that iron sharpens iron. The truth is, greatness needs a counterpart. A GOAT needs to believe there is somebody out there who's just as determined.
Never before has a UFC light heavyweight champion moved up.
It started as champion versus champion. Good night.
History! UFC history!
But champions aren't defined in victory, they're defined in defeat.
Oh, now a right hand up top! Cormier in trouble! Oh, DC in a world of trouble, he is down!
That's it!
Stipe exacts his revenge!
This is the day of redemption!
A rubber match that's all about greatness, legacy.
I know I'm a better fighter than him. I know that I can win the fight, and I'm going to prove it. I go out there, I'm just going to do what I do. I'm knocking him out.
Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada.
In Stipe Miocic, you have the most accomplished UFC heavyweight of all time. Has defended the title more than anybody ever.
Both of them have adjustments. DC has the wrestling, Stipe has the boxing. Which is going to come out on top, and how are they going to mix it?
And there he is, the now two-time baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champ Stipe Miocic. Tonight against that man, the former two-division champ, Daniel Cormier. Joe, he has said every great champion has one great night left in him or her, and DC is hoping that tonight is his night.
No big deal, but he said my body made it. I feel great. I put in the work I know I needed to win this championship with the coaches that won me some Olympic credentials. As big as Stipe is, and a true heavyweight, like you're saying, Joe, he looks lighter than he did in either of the past two matchups that they've had. He looks more lean, he looks lighter.
Weight, both guys in the 230-pound range, but a whopping 7.5-inch reach advantage with the champion Stipe Miocic.
It's time! Daniel D.C. Cormier! Stipe Miocic!
Okay, gentlemen, you know exactly what I expect. I need you to fight hard. I want you to fight clean. When I tell you to stop, you will stop. If you want to touch, now's the time. God bless.
Nice jab from Stipe to open things up. This fight happening in the smaller octagon, 25 feet.
Strong low kick by the champ. Oh, there it is. There's that left hook that he had tremendous success with in the second fight, and the takedown.
And there's the high crotch that DC had tremendous success with.
Oh, nice knee from Cormier.
Good 1-2 there by Stipe. Beautiful low cap kick by DC.
Oh, Stipe over the top and a big right from Cormier.
Right. If you punch at his head, he knows how to pull you into counter shots like you just saw. You gotta attack his body.
Stop. Stipe, over here.
I poke.
Need the hands closed.
Yes, I was
okay?
back there, my bad.
No problem, okay?
Seemed fine up at, oh, big right hand by Stipe.
Heavy, and that's because he's going to the body of DC. See, so now DC's protecting his body, and the headshots are landing. It's boxing 101.
Oh, good right hands there by DC.
Oh,
he heard him.
Near knockdown, Stipe stays upright.
And that one really stunned him. Caught him right behind the ear.
Oh,
switch step right uppercut lands.
Cormier retreats.
Oh, does it again.
My goodness.
Every time he goes, he gives the underhook to Stipe and connects with that right hand, same as the first fight.
Woo! Loading up.
DC is throwing heat.
Ooh, that's a big left hook from Miocic, Joe.
Nice right hand. Double jab right hand by DC.
Cormier setting everything up with that jab here, coming up on a minute to go, round two. Well, this would appear to be as light as Stipe could enter a fight, but he is on the wrong end of the speed equation. Nice combo from Cormier. Oh, big right from Miocic. Cormier goes down late in the round.
Stipe hits so hard.
Open your eyes. Hey.
A drop?
No. Get your head in this game.
Did I drop?
No.
Right there, he fakes the left hook to the body, and DC peels out, and that's what allows these right hooks here that he lands.
Oh.
That's it, you're hurting him good. Stipe's hands are just looking so heavy in this matchup.
He seems to be confident that DC's not going to take him down from here. Oh, he just clipped him. And maybe that's why, to be able to get him on the break. Oh, good right hand. Big right hand by Stipe. And a beautiful one by DC as well.
Cormier complained about an eye poke there, but if the referee doesn't see it more often than not, they continue the fight.
You got punched. Sit down, my friend.
Now let's see the eye poke. Let's see what this is. Yep, no doubt.
Ow.
No doubt.
With ripples in the eye.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I've looked that man in the eyes so many times. I've never seen his eye look anything like that. It's like off kilter.
And that's the right hand that he's going to have a difficulty seeing because of that left eye.
Ooh, 1-2 down the middle.
Oh.
Right when jab reaches, Stipe came with the pull 2, came over the top of that jab hand.
Inside leg kick for Cormier as we hit the 3-minute mark here in round 4.
It's being checked, though. He's checked a few of them. He checked that one as well. Oh.
Oh,
Good
big
right
right
hand.
from Cormier and a good time for it.
Nice trip attempt by DC to create some space.
Left hook lands cleanly for Miocic.
Huge right hands. Those 2 right hands by DC there.
Good combination there by Stipe. Beautiful jab.
Incredible. The pace for these guys.
Beautiful.
Nice.
2 right hands by DC. Oh!
Stipe's got the hands down.
Oh, he got him.
Oh, good right hand by DC. Oh!
Huge right from Miocic.
Oh! Again.
Nice defense by DC.
Miocic has the advantage on the numbers. He has landed north of 60% of his significant strike attempts. And that is it. Lot to unpack, lot to digest. Stipe believes he has done enough to make it 2 straight in this incredible historic series with DC.
Here we see the first round, left hook to the body by Stipe. Big right hand over the top by DC. And now this is the big moment. This is the big moment against the cage. He clipped him with this right hand, and then again, had him really hurt. Good combination again by the champion. Right hand over the top, big right hand by DC.
And still the undisputed UFC.
That'll be it for me. You know, I've had a long run. It's been great. I mean, I just fought my last fight for a heavyweight championship, and it was a pretty good fight. So
it was a great fight.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a great
night. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Did you have to vary your approach in any way?
Yeah, I was on a plan like 8.70-5. I was like at so many of those right now. I had no idea at one point what I was doing.
Where do you go from here? Do you have to go back and think about this and rest and relax with your family, or do you have a game plan in your head?
Just enjoy life for now. Heal up, and then we'll figure it out from there, man. I got the rest of the summer to hang out and enjoy the pool, and I got my new Traeger grill, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Hey, no, thank you. And by the way, that fanny pack is fantastic.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thanks, means a lot, dude. Thank you.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
So let's get your thoughts on the main event. Obviously, a very, very tight fight, you know, all the way through. What were your thoughts on the fight itself?
My son, who's going to USD, has a place down there on the beach, and he said people were lined up on the boardwalk looking in his window watching the fight, and so it was one of those heavyweight championship fights that felt big, and you know everybody was watching. It's fun. We got a big group text that goes on, and I was like, there's something wrong with Cormier's eye, and then he got poked after that. That didn't help. Yeah. But they both got poked. You can't use that as an excuse.
Is there something that stands out to you right now as like, this would be the way to go?
Francis is definitely next. I mean, you can't jump over Francis. Francis has been out there destroying everybody. And if you look at how long ago it was that he got that title shot, he's worked his way back. It belongs to Francis Ngannou.
In your opinion, what was it that made Cormier such a great fighter? You know, it's like he had a combination of things. But in your mind, what made him great?
Gritty. He's got a really good fight IQ. He's good at breaking down his punch. He's tough. He's a tough guy. You know, he stood in there. Look how much bigger Stipe was than him tonight. And he stood in there toe to toe and banged it out with Stipe. Like LeBron James and was tweeting tonight about the fight. You know what I mean? when you have this many people, you know, you got people standing outside somebody's window watching through the window to watch the TV. There's a big fight on TV, and it's because of both guys, not just one.
Stipe, congratulations on another very, very hard-fought win. Give us your thoughts right now, you know, kind of how you thought about how you performed tonight.
Listen, man, I'm just happy to cement my legacy. Like everyone's talking about this legacy. Only reason I'm happy to cement my legacy is to show my daughter, if we have more kids, to show them that hard work pays off. You know, listen, if you do something, you put your mind and effort into it, you do good things.
How big a part of the game plan was getting him against the cage whenever you engage the clinch? It seemed you do that quite a few times.
Yeah, it worked out well. You know, fuck. I wasn't trying to. I got him to throw him against the cage. I'm like, fuck, just beat him up here.
What is the reception like when you go back to the Firehouse in Cleveland?
They shit on me more than anyone ever shit on me in my life. They make me do things I don't want to do. It's all awesome.
No one in the heavyweight division has successfully defended that title more than you. You are the GOAT. The boss man recognizes you as the GOAT. What do you have left to prove at this point in your career?
A lot of things have improved, man. I just keep winning. I like winning. Winning's fun.